Hello. I'm back. I'm actually on time today. I'm actually a little bit early. Um, Work was pretty straightforward today. We're waiting for people to chase up a lot of things, so yeah, nice early start. Hope you're all having a good Thursday. I've certainly had a good Thursday. Just give me a second and I'll start it up. Right, let's go have a look. Hello. Right, so where we left off last time, we managed to cook our first layer of dirt tiles. It's not like 100% there, but I feel like it's good enough that we can press on. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna get it started, and then we're gonna cook the oil in here one more time with the iron volcano. Then I think it'll be hot enough to keep going. Someone's scolding. What is going on? Oh yes, people shouldn't be in here. Hold on, I just appear to be having some internet issues. What is going on? Crap. Okay, that's not really working. Okay, we're running like this now. So we're trying to block this all off here so that we don't have people scolding themselves. We only want people to go in this way. So we need to deconstruct these fairly sharpish. So let's get that sorted out. I have to admit, I'm feeling pretty rough today, but I feel a lot better after having dinner. Had dinner nice and early. So we're going to want to get this blocked up right away, because I don't want people going in here when it's super hot. And I also don't want the heat all leaking over. So let's get that done as a matter of urgency. So that can be priority... priority yellow. There we go. Let's make these all priority yellow. Because I do not want to have any problems with this. Yes, I believe you're getting rid of all these little bits. Hopefully the internet will cover a little bit. It's pretty good over the last few days, but I feel like I may have jinxed my luck. So we'll get these walls finished off. And then, yeah, you can see we've already cooked some of the tiles with this hot oil. So let's sweep up the oil. And we'll dump it into the system again. That's how this seems to be working. We'll heat it up again in 0.7 cycles. Yeah, so it seems to be working fairly well, I guess we won't know until we go in and individually do all of these layers, and I've been waiting to do that for a long time. So, glad that we're actually going to get to do this today. Looks like we can't sweep this. Is there too much oil in here? Yes, and there's too much oil in there. But that's fairly close to the temperature, so we should be alright. Who's scolding? Okay. Yes, that is a problem. Or is it a problem? It shouldn't be a problem. I believe people will be alright. Okay. I don't know why this person's scolding. Something about door routing. Maybe that broke a little bit. Yes, our aim for today is to fill up all these dirt tiles and get pips to plant in them. And to do that, we need to get this oil hot. So what's overheated? Yeah, that makes sense. I think we can get rid of this. We're just trying to cook our slime biome. Very, very literally. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then I guess we can just deconstruct the pitcher pump. It's not really going to be functioning anymore anyways. Building broken. Yeah, that checks out. So what's the temperature looking like here? Yeah, that's quite hot. And germs. A lot of the germs have died, not all of them. So we'll do that for now. They're going to want to come across here anyways, I believe. Okay, these don't need to be priority yellow. My apologies, my dudes. So we can go in here. It fills me with immense satisfaction destroying all of these slime-free tiles. We'll probably want a ladder in here so we can deconstruct these pitcher pumps too. Because my aim is to just dismantle the entire biome. But in the meantime, is there anything I need to replace on the spine? I've been swapping this all out for steel and I've been forgetful. Yeah, we need to replace this battery with steel. There we go. So we've got another 0.4 cycles on this. And then once the oil is heated up a bit more, we'll drop some more in here. Just give me a sec. I've got a load of crap on my desk. Right, there we go. What have we got down here? We've got some polluted water. Oh, but that's because it's got a higher evaporation point than the other liquids. That does make sense. The steam in here is not super hot. Did I actually hook these pumps up to anything? I hooked that one up. Yesterday we finished off some cool steam vent tamers. Yeah, we didn't actually hook this one up. So let's do that. And oh, not like that. This should be very straightforward. So we'll just bridge that on there. And then when we've consumed all of this water, we'll just feed it on from the geyser directly. I knew I forgot something yesterday. .3 cycles to go on that. Quite keen to get this to start working. But we're not getting any heat injection into here at the moment because the vent's off, so we're not going to really know whether the chlorine's going to be enough thermal medium for the steam turbine or not until later. In the meantime, everyone's just relaxing. I'm going to check on them while they're chilling and maxing. I should probably put in more phones. Like, this line isn't actually super stressed. So why don't I just literally put in more phones? That should increase the efficiency of the colony. I don't know what this storage bin is for. I must have had an idea to store something in here at some point and I just completely forgot about it. Oh, you stop now. They always do that, that's quite an entertaining bug. We're out of bristleberry. So the whole purpose of this farm over here is to make berry sludge. We're gonna get pips to plant wild sleep wheat in here when the dirt tiles are ready. And we're growing bristle blossoms down here. But the funny thing is, with fertilizer, you literally need 1 bristle blossom per 100 sleep wheat wild to actually get berry sludge production going. Like, that boggles my mind. Absolutely boggles it. So, wow, this is a good set of perks. Although, suit wearing, anemic, hard pass. Yeah, we'll just take the puffed. I'm not super fussed about more dupes at the moment. We've got a load of dupes on our resort planet that aren't really up to anything at the moment. So if we go over here, they're mostly just running around on the wheels at the moment. Might as well dig that tile and plant this. So we've got a hot steam vent that we're not using. I'm not super worried about that. So something I was thinking of doing. You can use hot steam vents to generate power easily, but we have a fair abundance of power on this base because of all the iron volcanoes and all the steam turbines associated with that. So if we go to power usage, if we look at it, say, yesterday, like, we've overproduced about 2.5 megajoules of energy, which is a lot. So I don't think we need more power from this hot steam vent down here. I think we should do something else with it. And what I actually think would be fun is to try and set up a petroleum boiler with the steam vent. I'm not sure how much heat energy that is. But we can figure it out. Deconstruct that pitch pump as well. So I believe the oil should be heating up now. Yes, we just had a fresh eruption. We turned these steam turbines off, just so we can get the iron hot, and then we can get the oil hot in comparison. So I'm going to heat that to about 165, and then we're going to finish dropping it on here. Now just go through this pipe. We can let it out. So I do want to do a petroleum boiler at some point, but we have petroleum at the moment. This isn't currently generating surplus water. So at the moment I've turned it off. I'm going to turn it on again when the geyser reactivates in 16 cycles. So I guess the other thing to do is to do a load of dig commands and just dig up the rest of the map. Which I'm quite eager to do, to be honest. Like, I'm thinking starting with this side. Not a huge amount here, actually. There's a lot of bisylite and obsidian. Got a lot of radioactive and swamp biomes, but we can start dismantling all of this. I'm just going to queue up some things for people to do while the oil is heating. We'll set this to priority 5. And I believe that is the right level. Yes, I already laid out the levels in advance, so I think we'll just start digging through here, clearing it all out. Let's give them something to do. I don't believe we need that door anymore. we'll keep the volcano plugged up. I haven't got any plans for the volcano immediately. Okay, let's go back. Still not quite hot enough. I might try it again anyways, because I'm getting a bit impatient. So let's set this to 155. And I'll turn that off. And we'll start letting more oil out. So I think I need to let it out here. I don't want to delete the conveyors until we've lowered everything into place, or we've finished off with the tiles. Because we may need to deposit some more algae, and I want to deposit a small amount so that we can regulate the temperature super easy. So we're pumping all the oil in now. That will come in here. Probably a better way of me doing this pipe as well. So this oil's a bit hotter than it was before. So let's dump it in here and see what happens. Okay, that worked pretty well. Let's drop it in here. So we're heating it up, but it's not quite getting to the point of cooking. So ideally what we want is we want the algae to flash. Hasn't quite done that here. Getting some more oil coming in through here. We've got some tiles here that will need to flash, or that will need to turn. So let's dump this in. So this is heating it up rapidly, but I'm not sure it's quick enough. This one might flash. Yeah, that one should go. Yeah, that's good. This one should go now as well. Ooh, it's very close. Not quite. So let's sweep this all up and try again. We got 126. We've got 107. Not super hot. That one's probably our best bet. And we've got more oil coming in. We do just need more water in here in general. Let's go alert this. Just dump some more oil in there. And then we'll reactivate this. Yeah, I think there's something about the pipe route that isn't quite what we need. Hmm. Yes, we do need people to sweep the oil. People are chewing through this. Does this door have any permissions? Did I set this for a reason? I don't think I did. So we can deconstruct that door as well. And germ-wise, well, there's germs everywhere at this point. Maybe I shouldn't even care about that. Expand the ladders and start demolishing all of this too. I think at some point I'm going to want to do a general cleanup of this map, just to like move all of the stuff to one tile. That might be something we want to do. But I believe at this stage we just want to get rid of all the material and harvest it for our own purposes. We can get rid of all this water here, I don't mind. In fact, the actual ironic thing is, we have a load of hot iron in here. Maybe we should just try and use that hot iron to make temperature plates or something. Maybe that would be more productive. Like, is there any material we have that's super hot and we can just use temperature plates for that? The problem is we've actually cooled all of our volcano output now. So I don't think I'm going to have anything that's super hot. Let's just have a look at some iron. Like, we're just looking for random iron. It's not very hot. The insulated tile is doing a pretty good job at retaining the heat, but we do just need to dump more oil in there. Do you have more oil? Oh, and the loop isn't working at the moment, so that's priority night. Let's priority yellow this sweep. Just make sure they do it. And we'll let some more out here. So that temperature's going up. Still got a bit of work to do. I feel like we can probably just start getting rid of all the conveyors, actually, because the algae isn't going anywhere. No one's picking up the algae and dropping it anywhere. Maybe that would just actually help. And I think I do just need to reroute this piping. Let's set this to like 180. I'll start putting the vents down for the next area. So just like this. But we'll do something different with the pipe. We'll have that pipe actually go... I think we'll just have the pipe go like this. We'll see if that works. I may have overcomplicated it before. I like the conveyor approach, because getting 10 kilograms of algae means you're not wasting a lot of algae on the dirt tiles, and you really are... It's really going to exchange heat easier than a larger quantity of material. So I feel like it will be better for the cooling, but there's probably a faster way of doing this. These tiles are technically cooling. Not by too much, but by enough that it's mildly annoying. I'll just hook this pipe up here and just have it feed into here. You can get started on the next lot. It might be easier to do that. And then come in and fill in the gaps. Because we're going to leak some heat out here, but it's probably not going to be too bad. Like, you can see how much these tiles have cooled down already from when we poured the oil on them. We're going to be able to regulate their temperature pretty easily. So let's see. So this is just about to erupt, so we'll get more heat from that. That is what I like to see. How long can we keep this going for? I imagine we can keep this going until it gets to like 250, and then we're going to want to turn the steam turbines on again. And the alternative is that I dump a load of iron out of this conveyor thing, turn it off, and then I make temp shift plates out of the iron. I'm not sure whether that's going to be quicker or not than just dumping the oil in. Wait, why are you idle? Why are you idle? Can you not go through here? Can. Oh, whoops. There you go. Undock suit. There you go. We'll deliver a new one there. That is fine. So let's see what temperature this oil gets to, and then we'll try dumping it in again. I'm very eager to get this done. I just want to get these algae tiles cooked. And I felt like dropping hot oil on them would be the fastest way. Maybe pumping this area is a good idea as well. Maybe that would help. Actually, that is something that could help. If we just pump this whole area to low gas pressure, then the heat should stay in the tile a lot easier. Not just leak out to the rest of the room. The question is setting up all the pumping actually going to save time compared to just pouring it all in here? I feel like the answer is no. But this oil is getting pretty hot now. It is 160. That's not as hot as I thought it would be. 165-ish. Okay, let's get these built. Let's get the vents built. I'm no longer in the mood for dallying. Just want to get it done. I do want to slowly just deconstruct the rest of the map as well. Like, our base is pretty big, but we haven't actually mined out a lot of the map. Like, this area down here, I feel like we can just mine it all out. I mean, to be honest, there's already slime lung everywhere, so I might just set up a large command to do that. So yeah, you guys are all going to come in here and deliver that. So where are you? Where are you? That's not iron. Seriously, where are you guys? Oh, you're all coming in here. Okay. I'm glad the nature reserve is looking back to normal. It was full of chlorine and natural gas for a while, and now it's just full of slime, I guess. Yes, please build this. I guess we can only have 8 people in a time working in here, but I don't think that's going to be the constraint, if I'm being honest. I'm going to release the oil again, so we'll say 160 and then release it. Yeah, please finish all these vents. You wanted to have dinner on time, you should have got here earlier. And I realised it's absolutely the most ironic thing for me to say. Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn these on. The switches. Ah, the switches, I forgot the switch. Okay. We may still be alright. I wanted to put switches in so that we could control all of these. Yes, let's yellow alert all of this. This was an important step that I may have forgotten. So at the moment, oil is coming in here. Still going to want to drop it in here, so maybe for now I just drop it in here. Still want to cook these tiles. That didn't 100% help. I'm gonna get this temperature above 128. So this tile is probably gonna flip soon. This one probably isn't. Got a tile that's flipped down here. We're getting a lot of oil that's just coming out here. That's fine. We do just need to keep acquiring more oil. Sorry guys, you're working through the night to try and do this. Maybe I shouldn't. So we'll close this for now. We'll reopen it again in a minute. I would build this all everywhere in advance, but I'm not sure we actually have enough metal. The flippy switch. What is going on? Cancel request. People are coming in here. Oh, and then they're leaving up here. Oh, that's the problem. Okay, door is locked. In fact, actually, let's just put some tiles here to make sure people can't get through. Crap. So that explains why people are behaving kind of weirdly with that Atmo suits at the moment. Unreachable toilet. Yeah. Undocked suits. Liver. I didn't quite spot that. There we go. So what's going on now? Looks like we've let oil out here. That's fine. So we've actually cooked a fair few of these tiles. It's pretty good. Still letting it out here. There's one tile that's flipped and one that's remaining. Oh, that's full of oil that's too cold. That's probably not a good thing. Only yellow alerts. Oh. Well, I think I want those to be yellow alerted. I guess these don't need to be yellow alert. Why are you idle? Oh. God damn it. Dock. Ah, this didn't work very well. It's just because they kept getting out here. Okay. Can stop that. Let's set these to 9. Yes, yes, I know, guys. I did a bad. Sweep that up. So, I think what I may do is I may replace this with a mesh tile just to let all of that oil out. And then hopefully we can sweep that up elsewhere. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to sweep this out. Oh, actually, if we do that, that's going to remove the algae, isn't it? It's just not quite hot enough. So what's happening in the meantime? Yeah, because all the oil that we've got on the map is ending up in like these tiles. Isn't good. So we're heating this one up, but it's taking a while. Sweep some more of this oil. It's just gonna be fiddly, I think. I'm beginning to think it may be easier just to do the hot iron thing. Because this iron is at 900 degrees. So we'll turn this off. Then I guess I'll just try making a temp shift plate out of iron. Let's try it. Let's see what they do. Because I think that's the way we solve this at least. So let's see who goes and does this. So Marie, you've got iron, but that's cold iron. Maybe if I just build a load of these, I might even just try this. I might just build a load of these. Hopefully someone will grab this iron. People can go in here, right? Yeah, looks like it. We'll sweep this. We'll drop those 2 exosuits off over here. Oh, whoops. Oh, they're all getting taken out of here. Interesting. So the iron here is not hot, so get rid of that. Sweep it. So that's actually cooling down the iron. Anyone grabbing this iron? Don't think so. Okay, that iron is actually hot. Oh, I should have let them do that. I should have checked before I told them to build it. Yeah, cooking these tiles turned out to be a bit more effort than I thought it would be. Right, that's hot oil. Okay. You've got hot iron. That does look hot. Okay. Let's hope that heats up the oil. So, what temperature is this? Okay, that's hot iron. So that should work. And that is also hot iron. I feel like in theory this should work, but it's definitely slower than the other method. And then the question is actually, how do we deconstruct this when the tile is formed? I think we can deconstruct an item that's buried under the tile. Hold on, what happened? Okay, that did not work properly. I don't think this actually works. Because now we've got dirt in here instead of algae. We need to reset that. Then let some algae in here again. Or rather, we sweep this algae. This is why I left the conveyors there. Okay, so the hot iron trick, I don't think it's going to work. So let's sweep the iron, get it out of here. I hope that is something that people will do. Oh, blimey, why is it lagging so? Okay, it looks like that actually did cook. So maybe we don't need to sweep the hot iron. I mean, we need to sweep that one. But maybe we don't need to sweep this one. Oh, it's interesting that that's what tanked the frame rate, just having the errands list open. You know, I didn't think this was going to be so much effort. Doesn't look like anyone's actually collecting that stuff. Right, okay. Is everyone going to go do this? So maybe if we dump the algae in there now, it'll be alright. That is on people's list of things to do. That's good. I feel like we're getting close. We just need those 2 tiles and then we can put in the first row of sleep wheat. What are you doing? Okay, you actually did grab the iron. Okay, that's good. Then we're going to grab this iron. Yes. Okay. We've reloaded the algae in here, so we should get some algae being dropped into here again. And that oil is hot enough, so it should just cook. That ain't what I wanted. Oh, God. Right, look. Look, mister. I'm sick of your rubbish. Okay, let's try this again. We wanted natural tiles, we did not want them there. So the problem with that is the algae just cooked immediately upon hitting the thing. Who's unreachable toilet? Okay, you guys. Not sure how these suits keep accumulating over here, because there shouldn't be any access to this area. Right, let's deconstruct that tile. In all honesty, I think I need to do the same over here. Kind of sick of fiddling with this. I didn't think this was going to be so much of a problem. Let's speed to it. Okay, so you're going to build the tile. That will release the oil. Deconstruct that. Then the algae ends up here. So that should just drop back in there. So I think we can just clear the oil out of these areas by building tiles and then deconstructing them. So that is good. What are you doing? Why are you going to sleep over here? I do not understand. Why? I don't get it. Again, we're mostly looking for ranches at this point. So we'll set this to 9. We'll see how this goes. So, sweep algae. And let's just let's priority yellow the digging. Thank you. And we'll store all of this. Maybe we don't need to sweep that. Let's see. So, still got some hot oil in here. Let's just release all of that. So you can get this to heat up again. Didn't quite do it. We'll re-enable auto bottle for that. What else do we have yellow? It doesn't need to be yellow anymore. Don't believe we need to sweep this. Let's let some oil out here. Wait, why is that cooling down? Oh, oil. Yeah, it is heating it up now. We're gonna break this tile. Let all the oil out here. Oh, I see. The oil is just literally immediately going back in there. Oh, well, that's not very helpful. Right. I think we need a new approach. I do not think this was very effective. I think what we should actually do... So, I'll set this to 270. I think what we'll actually do is we will, instead of dumping the oil on there like that, we'll feed the oil into the cooling loop. Get rid of all these vents. Just build the complete cooling loop and set it up to heat. We'll do it that way. That way, I feel like there's less actual room for exchange of error. Room for heat exchange error. So let's try that. Still need to redeliver more suits. But yeah, there has to be a quicker way because this just isn't quick enough. So these guys are going to deconstruct this fairly quickly. And then this way we can get rid of all of the vents as well. So that's already queued up, and then we'll deconstruct all of the automation related stuff. Not all of it. Might actually even leave this in here for now. Just so we're not adding more mass to the room. But we will need to deconstruct all the pipe. So now let's take this, put this up here. It doesn't need to be yellow priority. And then we'll use the granite pipe, come down here, go over here. All of these vents are off, so we're not going to use the vents. We're just going to feed the hot crude oil through here. We're going to fill this loop up with oil, and then we're going to empty it. And then eventually we'll re-add the ethanol. I should have done this from the beginning, because essentially we're designing this heat-efficient cooling setup, and then we're not actually using it to heat something up, which it should be equally efficient at doing, just with a different liquid. And then what I'll do is, for now, I'll hook up some insulated pipe, go all the way up here. So, like this. And then we'll do our classic sort of bridge technique. Maybe not quite a classic. Something like this. Yeah, and then the loop will fill up with hot oil. And in fact, this isn't quite complete. What we'll need to do is we'll need to dump it out if it's too cold as well. So what we'll actually do, we'll deconstruct that. We'll put a thermosensor here and a shutoff here. And then we'll automate this. And then we can actually cancel that bridge. And we can put the bridge in here. There we go. We need some power for this, that won't be a problem. And then any liquid that's cooled down too much will just feed back up here. And we'll deconstruct this, deconstruct that. And then we'll bridge on for the pump. So it'll try and offload the hot stuff first. And then it'll reload the cool stuff. I believe this should work. So let's make this all, yeah, that was all priority 9. If this works, it should be much quicker than dropping in the oil and just hoping it works. A lot less messy. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. In the meantime, this room will just continue to heat up, so that's pretty much what we're looking for. So we'll set this to send green signal if below, say, 130 degrees. I'm gonna need a fairly large amount of oil to heat that up. Do I have a pitcher pump of oil? I do. They're not actually using it? Not really. It's overheating. And more of this stuff. Okay. That's fine. Got hot CO2 geyser over here. Unfortunately, there's not really enough heat to be practical. We're better off heating it with this. At least when all these tiles are cooked, we should be able to sweep up all the extra oil and do something with that. So let's turn this off. And we'll speed to it. Just get through the night so that people can build all this stuff again. I think we may need to refill some ranches as well, so let's just do that. That should be fine. How many pack have we got in here now? Got 105, nice. I haven't seen that number go down yet, so I presume we're just going to keep acquiring Paku. Oh, that's interesting. There's a load of them up here, too. Large quantity of eggshell. Right, let's hope everyone comes back to doing this. Okay, we can also sweep this. That would be appreciated. Yeah, so I think just hooking up the cooling loop, but using it to initially heat the tiles is a much better plan. It'll take a minute to just get all this piping finished, but we'll want all that piping finished eventually anyways. Wow, you guys are really struggling with errands. I have to admit, I think this is the second furthest I've actually gotten in a seed in this game. I've played it for a long time, but I tend to like doing the early game, and I never get super late game. I mean, this isn't super late game. I'd say this is probably mid-game now. Like, we've got infinite food, more or less. We've got a renewable supply of oxygen. We've got loads of dupes that are all trained up. So now we're just ready to start exploring, really. But to do that, I want to set up the sleep week. Oh my god. Crash. Okay. Well, we did have an autosave, so that's fine. I'm wondering whether it's because I told it to wrangle all those critters. Usually what causes the issue. Apologies for that. Yes. Thursday is chill. So, let's, I mean, it should just reload right at the beginning of the day, so I'm not too worried. And we'll just not queue up all of those wrangles. But yeah, considering how much is actually going on in this game, it doesn't actually crash too much. It's not a game where I'd have a crash counter like when I was playing Noita and I was trying to do a really long run in that. That's a fun game. I was kind of tempted to do that tonight because I was feeling a bit rough, but I'm feeling better now. And I do just want to finish this project. Right, let's cancel the wrangles. Usually what causes crashes. So we'll just leave that for now. You guys all know what you're doing anyways. If it crashes again, I'll have a look at the log, but I don't think it will. Yeah, you guys can build all the pipes. I don't think it actually matters having the igneous... Well, I mean, no. We should get rid of the igneous rock, really, because it's going to make it a lot harder to cook these tiles. We'll sweep everything that isn't algae. Looks like they are actually following the sweep orders as well now, which is always helpful. Yes, at the moment our aim is just to cook all of these little 10-gram blobs of algae into these 10-gram dirt tiles. And I lowered that all in there by using the conveyor meters to lower in a very tiny amount of algae. So it makes a small tile, doesn't waste too much algae. And we're using algae because you just heat it to 125 degrees and it turns into a tile of dirt. There are other ways of making natural tiles, but I wanted to try this. It worked pretty well for the nature reserve, but I don't think it's working as well at the moment. So we still need to build this. What happened to this pipe? Oh yeah, I disassembled the pipe, so we need to send this over here. And then hook that up like this. So let's priority 9 that as well. Looks like everyone's getting the pipes finished. We've got someone asleep in the farm. Perfect. We did get the algae back in the little block. So one of them cooked, but it didn't turn into a tile. Like the tile mined itself. I'm also not sure what the buried object is behind here. I think it's probably just some iron or something. But I guess we'll never find out. Let's get the shut-off built first. I just want to test whether this works. So get those queued up. We are getting on with the pipe pretty well. I just want this to be a functioning loop. It's funny, we are actually constrained by the exosuits now. Only 8 people can work in here at a time, so it is actually slowing down the amount of labor we can do in this area. Because before we just had everyone in here. But now that we've let oil in here, I don't want to let the heat seep out. So I should probably actually rebuild these tiles too. I think that can be priority 5. Is this going to get built? I guess we'll see. Okay, the wire is getting built. Now we just need to shut off. I probably didn't need to make that out of steel, but we have a load of steel, so it is what it is. And to be honest, I'm fine with this taking a little bit longer, because the oil is going to constantly keep heating up once it goes in this room. At the moment, it's at 180 degrees, and we'll just keep filling it up. Slowly, all getting built. But yes, the sleep wheat is very space inefficient when you're doing it wild. But I've never actually done sleep wheat before, so this is why it's taking so long. I'm still figuring out what actually works as an efficient sort of project workflow. Seems like the heat is still retained pretty well in this area. As long as we don't go above 400 degrees and turn this into petroleum, that would be bad. Well, I mean, it wouldn't even be that bad, it would just break some pipes, but... it would definitely be a sign that we're not doing it correctly. But who is actually building this? Okay, so Otto's grabbed the steel. Everyone's getting tired. It's not good. Probably because we're giving everyone so many yellow alerts. But we are getting the pipe finished. Mostly getting built now. And at least it's just granite pipe, it's not like insulated pipe, so the material requirements are a bit less. Right, Turner's got the steel. I don't think we actually need these doors. Let's just get rid of these doors. I'm just actually slowing them down if we're not using them for a room. Okay. You alright there, buddy? So, as far as I can tell, once all this pipe's built, the loop should work. Uno second. Looks like we're getting some rotting food over here. I think that's fine. These people are just on standby anyways, and as long as they're overproducing food, I'm fine with that. Looks like algae is going down. We've probably got about 40 cycles of algae left here. We'll need to set up an electrolyzer at some point. Yes. Right, I'm going to speed to it and get a drink. So I will be... I'll be right back. There we go. I'll be right back. I have returned. So let's see how this is going. Looks like the pipe is mostly getting finished. These guys just taking so long to think between doing each action now. It's just annoying. But I don't think there's really any way around that. Loop is mostly finished. We should get another iron eruption in before this, so the oil should be a bit hotter again. But at the moment, it's not actually a huge amount of oil. We do need to sweep this back up, I think. But that will happen when these tiles flip over. Yeah, it's not too long. Everyone's just trying to get granite. You should never take it for granite. Looks like shinebug numbers are fairly low. They are groomed. Got eggs. Well, it should be fine. Skies will activate again soon. Yeah, we're getting some food decaying on the other planet. It's just funny how they have to hop across these little tiles to get this done. Yeah, there you go. We'll make sure to flip this switch as well. Oh, there's a load of granite in here. Oh, okay, that's very handy. Looks like Camille injured herself. Well, not too long ago now. It's literally just that bit left, I think. Yes. Feels Goodman. This will probably let a bit of salt water down here, but I'm not actually that fussed. As long as it's just a little bit of salt water. Actually, no, let's not do this. Let's not risk it. I don't want to risk breaking this with a stupid thing. Not too long to go. Right, there we go. Okay, this should work now. So we'll turn on the loop. So currently emitting, that's fine. We'll set this to 180. And let's just see what this liquid does. So the hot oil is coming down here. And we're just going to feed it into this room. We're just going to heat up the whole room. Yeah, so this oil is on the move. So that's telling me that the loop is actually working. And then we'll see how much heat gets dissipated from this oil. Some of it is being lost in the pipe itself. So it seems to be quite rapid. Essentially what we want to see is we want to see if this heats up. And at this point, I can just speed to this, I think. We'll get people to put more oil in here. We'll yellow alert that. Oil is still fairly hot. It's definitely going to get too cold to cook stuff by the time it gets all the way to the bottom. But if we just keep cycling it, it should get hot. And what I might even do is I might actually tile this off like this. I don't mind if a little bit of sour gas gets out. Oh, okay, maybe that won't work. Just block off this whole bit here. People can do that while this is churning away. The oil is still fairly hot here. So, is the liquid heating up? It is. Very slowly, but it is heating up. So we are injecting heat into the area with this, but it's probably going to take a while to actually cook the area. How much oil is on the map? Let's see. Oh, this is slightly too big these days. So liquids, crude oil. So we do have another 1.3 tons of crude oil that we can put in the loop at the moment. Yeah, I think this is going to take a while to spin up, but it should start heating up this whole room. And if we tile it off, then I imagine it's gonna get a bit better. This is going to keep erupting and adding more heat to the room. The oil should heat up fairly quickly. So I think in the meantime, I actually can deconstruct the vents now. So we'll just set a deconstruct command for the buildings. And then we can sweep all of this out of here again. Yes, it is working as intended, so just do it like this. Just dropping onto the tiles wasn't working. This will be slower, but I feel like it'll be more controllable. And then automation, so then we can deconstruct that too. The other thing is, pips can only live up to a temperature of 70 degrees and minus 30 degrees. So we'll need to cool the room down to operating temperature before we do the planting. Which should be fine. Hey, just give me a load of crude oil, please. I'll take it. I want to do a little bit of wrangling just to refill these ranches. Hopefully that won't crash the game. Now, is there any way we can dump more heat into that room really quickly? I mean, this is going to be about 800 BTUs of heat being input by this volcano. You do still need to keep filling this loop with oil. Oh, you guys are deconstructing this in the wrong order. That's not very helpful. Although I believe we could sweep all this up, or most of this up, so not too much of a worry. I haven't seen any more tiles cooked yet, but we are just going to need people to do the oil. There's a lot of heat in this room because this steam retains a lot of heat, so I think we're more constrained by the amount of oil than by anything else. So perhaps we just set up another pitcher pump somewhere. This isn't active yet. We haven't got a huge amount of steam in here. And this is all actually condensing because the volcano is dormant. So that's not ideal. Yeah, and then we can sweep all of this up. Remove some more heat from the room. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of oil. There isn't more oil on the other planet, I don't think. All the oil here is trapped, so we have to pump water into it. There's some crude oil down here. I think that's worth harvesting. So if we deconstruct this, and then we put a pitcher pump in, that should help. Doesn't look like there's any germs in it either. Oh, the transit tube entrance is flooded. That's not good. Let's sweep all this up. A load of oil down here as well. Just build that up with tiles, I think, and then we can get that oil too. So, pitcher pump. There you go. Yes, this is going to be a slow process, but at least it's one that we should just be able to sit back and let work while we do something else. So that's definitely a thing. We've insulated this off here. I don't believe we've let any sour gas out. Oh, we've let out a little bit. That is fine. Not too much. Yeah, people are sleeping a lot on the job because of all the yellow alerts. We did a research. Forgot we even had that queued up. We got the beach chair, excellent. Okay, well, while we are waiting for this to sort itself out, I guess we'll have to do a side quest. I'll set these to 9 just so that we're not constantly in yellow alert mode, because I don't think that's good for the dupes. But yes, I want to sort out some side projects. So we need to reroute the steam, because eventually we're going to overfill this room. There needs to be a better destination for the steam than the sauna. And I'm thinking that's going to be a liquid tile of some kind. Or doesn't want to go into one of our volcano tamers though. Probably, actually, it should probably go in one of these bits. Maybe. Or we could just vent it out of the base. I'm overthinking this. As usual, you just need to vent it somewhere. But we need to do this in such a way that we don't just deconstruct the whole thing. So is there anywhere where we're just trying to dump water? We could dump it in here. I mean, it is technically hot steam, but it's like not a lot of it. I'm just going to do that. So go up here. And then we'll bridge it. So, like this. And then probably again like this. And then we'll put a regular vent in here. Or a high pressure vent, I guess. Actually, we'll put that in the corner. So that way we won't overheat that room at least. But we'll need to hook this up in a very specific way. Pneumatic door is overheating. Yeah, that's something I didn't entirely consider. I think we'll just get rid of the doors. I don't think we need doors in here. We're not denying access anymore. So we can deconstruct the doors. The room is getting very hot, so that should help with cycling all this oil around. I'm not 100% sure this is having the desired effect yet. Yeah, speed to it a little bit. So whose errand is it to do this? It's just fairly low priority. It's like yellow priority again. I really just don't want to be waiting forever for this to just fill with oil. Eventually we're going to want to brick this in completely. Like, we're going to want to brick all of this. Well, I mean, we'll brick the entrances. You could really brick these tiles as well if you wanted, but I don't think we do. I think we want auto sweepers. Oh yeah, that's what we want. We definitely want auto sweepers in here. So there has to be some room allocated to that. So it doesn't really feel like temperatures are climbing in here just yet. We've got 190 degrees C here. We're dropping off as much oil as we can get into this loop so that we can heat it up and sort it out. But it is taking some time. So we're just trying to sort out some other projects in the meantime. Probably just all the recreation rooms. Because we've got a sauna in here at the moment. We've only really got enough steam to keep one sauna running, I think. Well, actually, I think we have enough for two. Because it does keep venting in here at the moment, and that's the problem. We're trying to stop this room from overpressurizing the volcano. So I've got I've got this all set up in here, but the hot tub has never worked. Like, either the water's been too cold or the hot tub has been too hot. So we can deconstruct all this. I'll keep the lights. And then pipe. I'm just gonna get rid of these bridges. And that should solve that issue. So let's see. Yeah, we can grab that. And then this should drain out eventually. Although, we're letting some water out anyways. Oh. Oh, that wasn't intentional. We've acquired some ethanol down here. Let's sweep that all up. Oh, we can't sweep the ethanol. Great. Okay. Sure. Here's the sleet wheat that we're planning on growing. How many of those have we got? We've literally got like 1,000 kilograms of sleet wheat. We're only going to need 100 of it for the farm. So let's just extract all the water from here. And then what we'll do is we'll put another sauna here. And that can be the backup sauna. In fact, if I mean, I'll still have this pipe vented just in case. Because we absolutely don't want this pipe to stop in any circumstance. Otherwise it'll burst because the steam is low pressure, low temperature. As soon as the pressure goes up, it will burst the pipe. But you can pipe 100 grams of steam like this without any issues. I'll be excited once I start seeing these tiles cook, but that's just going to be a long way coming. I mean, the oil's coming through here. It is heating up this area. Unfortunately, we dumped a load of oil in here with just like liquid vents because we thought that would work. Didn't quite work. So those tiles in particular are going to take a while to heat up. But when they do, we'll get the oil back and we can put it back in the loop. So at the moment, essentially what we're doing is we're going to run the cooling system for the sleet wheat farm in reverse. So we're just heating it up at the moment in the iron volcano. And then it's going to cook all these tiles of algae eventually. And then we'll either fill it with ethanol or just use the crude oil at this point, because we'll already have a loop full of crude oil. And we'll just run that through a thermo aquatuner. We're already running it through a thermo aquatuner for this ethanol loop. I'll see what I feel like doing when I get down to it, but I may end up just... I could even just have a mix of both. I mean, what are the properties of oil versus ethanol? So, the crude oil will freeze at -40 and has a heat capacity of 1.6. The ethanol will freeze at -114 and has a higher specific heat capacity. So the ethanol is better as coolant for the freezer. However, they're both decent enough. It's not going to go below -40 because otherwise the liquid lock will break. So we could probably just fill it up with both crude oil and ethanol, and it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, we'll just do that. Kill two birds with one stone, because this is taking long enough as it is. So, is anyone actually doing this? Let's get everyone to plumb this pipe. Or is it done? No, it's not done. So, that would be duties. Everyone, please come in here and plumb this room. Plumbers, assemble. Yeah, we'll just get rid of this pipe. The hot tub was not doing anything, so we're not gonna hang on to it forever. And we'll just put another sauna in. I guess what we'll do is we'll loop it up here as well. It's going to be troublesome with this pipe. But yeah, we can deconstruct this pipe now, I believe. And yes, we'll deconstruct the hot tub. That's an important part of this. So I'm going to turn this off so that people aren't just hauling oil through the night. Sorry, I felt like sneezing, but I didn't. Yeah, so this loop is getting a bit more full. The oil is only really going to contribute towards cooking the cooking the algae when it's above 125 degrees. Oh, it looks like I'm getting some drop frames. Seems to have resolved itself. Circuit overloaded. What the heck? Hmm. There we go. Oh, we've got some temperature tiles we can deconstruct here too. Okay, that's good. That'll give us a fair chunk of metal ore back. I like it. More than ore. So these temperatures are going up. It's just taking some time. I believe the algae is heating up pretty well though down here. Like, if we go to the temperature overview, I think we are getting some good progress on heating these rooms. Like, the steam temperature has stalled out and the volcano's been erupting the whole time, so we are clearly actually moving a lot of heat in this loop. Which is good to know. Yeah, in the meantime, let's just get all the recreation projects done. So, while the steam is doing this, let's get in here and modify this pipe. And then we'll just add another sauna. And that doesn't need to be yellow there. What's going on with that automation wire there? Oh yeah, we can get rid of the automation wire too. Just need another power wire. Yeah, so here we can deconstruct this. Okay, so we've got two saunas in here now. And I guess this will just be the sauna room. So we're going to want a wind turbine, or a wind tunnel as well. So what are the requirements for that again? Let's see. Furniture... Ooh, we could try and get a beach chair working. That sounds like fun. So we have loads of plastic. We have 63 tons of plastic. And it consumes 1.2 kilowatts. So it will need its own consumer line. Do we have any more consumer lines? We have two more. Two more. So let's put the wind turbine here. I think we're gonna want to... Exactly as it's going. I think we actually put it like here. I think that's how that looks. Let's try deconstructing this. Could be fun to try and have two. Let's try and have two. We'll try to have two and then have that go over here. So that's going to suck oxygen out of a room as well. We should remember that. Oh, you're not very smart, are you? There we go. So, I think we can put this in here. Yes. Although, odds are, we're going to want... This displaces a lot of gas. So it displaces 3,000 grams per second of gas. So, where would we do this where it wouldn't be a problem? I don't know, let's just put it in and see where it goes. Or maybe we put this somewhere... Put this somewhere where it wouldn't cause a problem. Put it here. Shouldn't cause any problems there. Okay, sorry, let's rebuild that tile. We probably aren't going to want more than one, because otherwise it's just going to suck all of the oxygen out of an area. And we probably actually don't want it right next to the Drecos either, because it's going to disrupt the hydrogen in that room. Where do we even put this thing? Maybe we just put that over here. Ooh, this does look like a conspicuously sized thing, and it's right next to the power spine. I don't think there's anything in the rules that says that you can't have a recreation building outside the exosuit dog. I think that's fine. To be honest, that would make the most sense because they're going to struggle to breathe in here. At one point, I was entertaining having a puff ranch or something here, but I think I'm all right repurposing this into a different room. In fact, actually, they can just reach us from the bottom, so we can just construct all of that. So... it's kind of weird. What we could do... I mean, obviously we need to move this wire, so let's do that first. But what I'm thinking we could do is we could have like mesh tiles here and rest the wind turbines on there. That, I believe that would work. Try it. I keep calling them wind turbines. Too much Dyson sphere program. Okay, we're slowly filling this up with oil. Yeah, people are actually filling this up. That's good. How much oil is that? Okay, it's better than nothing. And the temperatures are going up. Yeah, I feel like it is actually going up in temperature. As long as we're not leaching too much heat out of here, it's fine. Oh, we'll want to put a cactus in here too. Let's walk here to cactus. Oh, and we need a liquid pipe here. Stat. There we go. We caught you eating the little juice thing. You're just like, what are you looking at? I feel like some of these ranches aren't actually getting filled. Let's wrangle some guys. Yeah, there we go. We got 2 saunas. Perfect. And you guys will get to watch. Win-win. I like it. And it's not super hot scalding steam either. It's just like nice warm steam. I guess water vapor would be more appropriate in this case. Yeah, no point in having the hot tub if it just isn't doing anything. Can I actually rotate these saunas? No. Fair enough. That's not a bedroom. So we do... I think the reason we've been catching people out is because they've been yellow alerting stuff. Okay. None of those guys. Be really excitable to actually start seeing some tiles. Yeah, it feels like the room is heating up. I'm just waiting for that heat to get to this oil. I knew these tiles were going to take longer than the others. Let's set these to yellow alert again. Okay, I believe we're going to need to ladder up. Can we deconstruct these? Is that possible? No. We need to ladder over here. What are you up to, Max? It says you're doing something. And you just willed it into existence. So what I'm hoping that will do is it will just suck up the air from underneath these mesh tiles. Yeah, I like how that looks. So let's do it like this. Yes. Perfect. It's the perfect size block. Invalid building location. What? Oh, because the mesh isn't built yet. Okay. And then we'll hook these up to the consumers, because we've got 2 remaining consumers on here. This power spine is such a mess. What? Another crash. Capturable capture. What the heck? State machine. Oh god, why is it crashing again? Hmm. Hopefully we didn't lose so much progress. Apologies. Right, let's resume and hope it doesn't crash again. Yeah, everyone's eating seafood. That's good. Right, I'm just gonna hope that that's good enough. I'm gonna wrangle any more dudes for now. Principles. We'll take the copper, I guess. So we'll need to rebuild these ladders. Speed to it here, because we've already done all of this. What was going on here? We can deconstruct this too. There is slime lung here, that's not a problem, because they're going to be in their utmost suits anyways. So I don't have a problem with that. And then we'll put these wind tunnels in here and we'll figure out how to entombed. Oh my god, that's hilarious. How on earth did you entomb yourself in there? Like, you're definitely not supposed to be entombed because, like, your head hasn't got an animation. You're just wiggling your noodle arms. I'm just not sure what you not sure what the point of that was. Let's get you out of here. There you go. Congratulations, Otto. You lived to derp another day. Then we'll deconstruct these. Then fit these in here. And I believe 1, 2, 3. We'll put another mesh tile here. And then we need to fit this on the spine. So this is the first one. I'm thinking, send it down here, and then do a load of bridges. Bridge, bridge, bridge. There are neat power networks, and then there's my power network. So that can go there. And then we can just have this go down like this. And then the other one can come up here. And I think it makes the most sense to bridge all of these. Deconstruct those wires and then immediately rebuild those bridges. Jeff Bridges. And then send it down here. Bridge it like this. See, the real point of this power grid is to make it so that spies can't infiltrate the base and know how to disconnect a wire, because they'll look at the power network and they'll just decide that it's not worth it. That's definitely a mechanic in this game. You gotta watch out for those spies. And yeah, we'll just run this like that. I don't think I need to worry about this wire being lead, but who knows. So it looks like the wind tunnel works. We do need a decor item for this to be a recreation room, and I don't believe we're going to fit one here. So unless, actually, crown molding to the rescue. Okay. Crown molding it is. Let's not make it out of igneous rock. The tip is always to make crown molding out of granite, because the decor bonus. You can even make it symmetrical. I like it. I am very curious as to whether this is going to work. In the meantime, let's check out the room. The Room of Doom. The oil is hot, and it continues to heat up. These oil tiles are indeed heating up. The rest of these tiles are heating up. We're starting to get there. I'm going to yellow alert this again, though. Just need more oil. But while we're waiting for the sleet wheat tiles to cook, we are setting up some more recreation rooms. So we're going to put some wind turbines here, wind tunnels, and we'll see how they work. What I've actually got is I've got some mesh tiles here. So I believe these are the gas exchange tiles. So it should just suck all of the gas out of here, dump it up here, and it'll just recirculate. I've actually put this outside the base because I noticed that when I was having people use it before, they were suffocating a lot. So we're going to have this recreation room be outside the base. And there you go. Because we've got the crown molding, it is actually a recreation room. Unbelievable. I wonder if there's anywhere else where we can fetch oil from. Why are you only doing 46 kilograms at a time? Is that really as much as we can get from this? I feel like that's not the case. I mean, we've got 400 kilograms right here. So I presume that you're going to grab oil. No. I will need to check when this reactivates again, so I can flip the switch on the thermo aquatuner. Get that to work. Actually, is it even the thermo aquatuner, or was it something else? Oh, now I'm confused. I can't remember. We'll come back to that. I'm gonna set these to 9 again. Don't want people delivering oil when they should be sleeping. But yeah, the basic premise is oil goes in. Ooh, the loop's actually backed up. That's a good sign. We're putting the oil in here. Volcano is heating the oil. And then it's getting dumped into loop. And then it's slowly heating this area. By slowly, I mean very slowly. It does definitely look like it's getting hotter, but there may be a placebo effect. What's overheating? I don't know what's overheating. You can probably dig out some more of this slime biome now. Slowly cooking this slime biome just with the steam heat. So let's go and dig all of this out. Our steam vent tamer. So this steam vent should reactivate in about 0.3 cycles. Thermo aqua tuner. Steam in here is fairly cold. We pumped a decent amount of water out of here so far. That was just this steam here that was condensing. But yeah, I'll be curious to see how this design actually works. It should work based on what I've done before. But we built it last stream and it hasn't run yet, so we'll see. This is not going to activate for... Oh, we need to get someone in here. Okay. When does this reactivate? 3.3 cycles. So I believe we can let someone back in here and rebuild these tiles. So we'll just do that quickly. And then the end of this cycle, we should see everyone use the wind tunnels. I'm quite curious to see them go out there in the suits. I've not done that yet. I have a recreation room that's technically outside the base. You look nice and happy. Can't believe I built the whole tamer and I forgot to put the pipe in. Like, that's the one bit that actually matters. That's how we get the water out of the steam vent. Yeah, you need to deconstruct that one too. Sorry, come back. There you go. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient design, but I like that people can get in and out of the liquid lock. I like that you can break this open and then go in here and do maintenance if needed. This is all a vacuum in here at the moment because there's no steam. What's overheating? I want to surprise a power transformer. These actually generate heat, so I don't know, maybe I should consider putting a cooling loop on this at some point, but I don't know, it's outside the base. I don't really care. Yeah, the outside the base can get hot, I don't mind. Everything that needs to stay cool is getting cold. Oh, everything that needs to stay cold is getting cool. Cooled. Ah, Christ. So that's a yellow alert, just so I don't forget about it. And then we built all of that, so we actually... Yeah, we actually need to seal this in now so that we don't pump all the water out of here. We need some water in here for the thermo aqua tuner. Oh Christ, come on, do it. We know. Thankfully this is actually backed up, so this shouldn't be a problem. We know. Oh, you're wandering in from over here. Wee, very short tube trip. Then up here. I probably should have put a tube exit here, but I don't know. This shouldn't actually require any maintenance once it's working. Watch me put these tiles here and have her lock herself in this room. I did originally have airlocks here, but I think the heat exchange might have been too high. Okay, look. There you go. I've just done you a massive favor. Get out of there. So what I should actually do is I should hook up each of these surfboards to the wind tunnel lines. Is this actually connected? No, I forgot to do the one wire that connects it. Great. I'm very curious to try these. Oh, we can't build these. We can't build these because it's unreachable. Got it. Why is the corner molding behind the thing so triggering? I don't think there's any way to actually build these without dismantling one of these, is there? I mean, we only technically need the one. But I at least want it to show up in front of the thing. Well, I installed it. So we need to replace this transformer. There we go. But yeah, the sleep wheat farm. We're waiting for these dirt tiles to cook. Once they've all cooked, we'll get the pips in here and we'll get the sleep wheat planted, and then we'll alter our loop so that it just feeds into the thermo aqua tuner. At the moment, we're just heating up the oil to heat up the dirt, and then we'll plug all of the oil back into our freezer cooling loop. Very carefully, so that we don't roast all the stuff in the freezer. That would be bad. Right, please display in front of the thing. I'm sad. It's stupid, because when I go in decor mode, it's there. Oh, now it's there. Oh, okay. We did it. We don't want to do anything else with that. So, I believe what I want to do is I want to hook up these mechanical surfboards down here. I mean, at the moment they're on their own loop and some guy just runs in a generator. Maybe that's fine, but I would like to hook everything up to the spine. That's why I have the spine. Oh, we still need to get this wire finished. Looks like people are building that. I'm gonna relocate this down here as well. Actually, no. I'm gonna have the botanical analyzer here at some point. This is gonna be like the secondary research area. So maybe we just put that in now. So I'm not 100% sure what to do with this space, but we'll just put the botanical analyzer in for now. We will want a motion sensor and a light. We'll put 2 in, why not? So we'll do that. I've not actually used this building before. Oh, wait, no, I'm an idiot. We want to put the artifact analysis station in here. We do have that unlocked. That is 4 tiles wide. We've got 4 tiles. Easy money. Right, so artifact analysis can go... Ah, I see the problem now. We're going to put a light in on the floor, which we need for this one. There's actually going to be room here, is there? Because this botanical analyzer is... It's 7 wide. How awkward is that? We can remove the doors. We'll remove the doors. So, because this is all going to be the research room anyways. Or the miscellaneous research buildings that we didn't use at the start of the game room. I do actually have a decorator, so they can analyze the artifacts. Not that we've actually found any yet. Oh no, don't construct the rail. I guess we'll have that rail keep going that way. And then we'll have the lights here. Actually, I'll just have one light there. That would do. So, furniture. And then we'll want the sensor there. We'll want the wire there. So, these do not currently have any power. Because no one actually went in here and finished these off. Sad. What's overheated? The doors. Yeah, I guess this is a hot area. So we'll deconstruct those and make them out of something else. I guess we'll see them work next cycle. In the meantime, I'm keeping a very vigilant eye on here to see if any of these actually cook. We're getting temperatures up to about 110. And these will cook when it gets to 128. Hold on, why have we got cold oil in here? This isn't working. Pipe blocked. Bollocks. Balls. That hasn't actually been heating up. So, the problem is... what we actually need to do, instead of hooking it up here, is we just need to dump it. We need to dump the oil back in here, and then it can get pumped up again at its own leisure. So for now, let's do it like this. I made a mistake. I mean, at the moment, I don't think that's removing heat. I think it's just recirculating the heat. So that's fine. Gotta admit, I didn't think cooking all these tiles would be such a huge challenge. But I guess it was much easier for the nature reserve because it was just 4 tiles. Or it was just all these tiles down here. Right, I'm actually gonna go to the loo quickly. I'll be right back in a sec. So, just a second. Right, I am back. So, what is happening? So it looks like we've hooked this up correctly, so let's deconstruct this. So now any cold oil should just be vented from the system and it's not going to back up and break anything else. So it should be nothing but hot oil coming through here now. Yes. And in the meantime, what is going on here? I guess these wires are still getting finished. Are these actually buildable? They are. People can get in there. So this is heated up a little bit. I guess I'll watch this erupt, because I haven't seen it happen yet. Oh? Did that almost do it? No, that was probably the thermo aqua tuner. There is a lot of steam in here, so I think it's going to take a while to actually get hot enough to... Oh, there we go. There we go, this is working. So that's heating up. And then water's coming out of here. It's cooling it down. Trying, anyways. I'm just curious as to whether this is actually going to erupt or not. It should, because it's in a vacuum. I've just not seen this actually erupt yet. I want to check the tamer is working correctly. It's going to take a little minute for that to do anything. Let's deconstruct that as well. How is the steam heating going over here? Lower this. I am quite enjoying just harvesting all the gold in this area as well. Okay, that's going to erupt in 16 seconds. Yay, it's working. So what's happening is the polluted water should be condensing the steam. It's not quite managing it. We need to lower the temperature in here. Let's lower it to say 20. Just to make sure that the steam does get deleted. And we'll do the same for the other one. So we'll go down here. Yes, down here. And we'll set this one to 20. So that will actually turn that on for now. So that should do the same there. And then that needs a wire. You just plug this in here. Wow, that requires a lot of power. There's a lot of power to operate this brush and broom thing. And then the mechanical analyzer can go here. Yes. Just about works. I don't believe that has any special requirements other than just power. We don't have any artifacts to analyze, but that will be handy at some point. Do we have any unusual seeds? We have sleet wheats. We have radioactive sweet wheats? Sleet wheats? And you need improved farming 2 to come in here. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at our seeds. Oh, let's have a look at this room, see if it works. We've got one of the we got one of them working, not the other. Okay. Let's see how that goes. The seeds. So if I go in here. Oh, maybe it doesn't actually say. About cooking ingredient. 978. Guess we need to go back to the place. Is anyone going to be using this? It appears so. Why not? Oh, it's not in a recreation room. Right, yeah, we need to replace these doors with gold. Not quite there. So it seems like this actually needs to be in a room for it to function. Or maybe they can't use it outside the base. That would be very sad if that was the case. Oh no. Yay! You're using it. You're using it, you're having a lot of fun. Perfect. That's definitely what having fun looks like. So I think the gas is actually getting sucked out of here. Got vacuum on both sides. We've got polluted oxygen coming through here. So this is definitely getting sucked up here. We're not getting any hydrogen out. I believe it is actually working as intended, so it's just sucking the gas out of this tile and moving it up here. Could just be deleting it, you know. Doesn't seem like it's actually going anywhere. So maybe this needs to be meshed as well, just to make sure that we're not, you know, deleting all of the deleting all of the gas on the map. I think I will make it out of mesh. Well, actually, I suppose the correct answer is airflow tiles. That's what we're actually looking for. No, we want mesh in case liquid gets in here. And then, if liquid does get in here, we'll want airflow tiles down here. And then it'll float off of that. Oh, I don't know. I've changed my mind. Let's just do airflow tiles everywhere. But the building definitely seems to be working. So that's the important thing. Ooh. We got a rancher. We got a good rancher and a good digger. But bottomless calories and allergic to floral scent? You know, I don't think I actually mind. Those are good stats. Although, no, I don't know. Let's not bother. So let's see if we have any mutated sleep weeds. So that would be in the freezer. No, I don't think so. We just have original grains. So that's fine. What are we going to put in here? I mean, a molecular forge is too big to really fit anywhere convenient. I don't know. You can always put slime in the algae distiller, but I think it's more useful as mushrooms. This is probably a decent place just to put the ethanol. Just in case you want to add more ethanol. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, we'll put that there, we'll plug it in here. And then if we want to add more ethanol to this loop specifically, we can do that. So that will come later. We won't use that now, but it's just in case we want to top up the ethanol in this loop. We did used to have an ethanol distiller over here, but we got rid of it. I think it makes more sense to bring it closer to the loop itself. Right, how are these tiles doing? So the oil is heating up. Temperature is now still 180 degrees. So we are dumping all the heat from this volcano into this room. And it seems to be quite efficient. We just need these algae tiles to heat up to 128 degrees. We've got some over here that are in some oil, so they're probably going to take a bit longer. This one's almost there, and then we'll get this oil back that we can add to the loop. But to be honest, most of it's getting hot. But I think we're just going to have to leave that to run for a few cycles. So we're doing a few different projects in the meantime. We just got a vertical wind turbines up, so that's fun. Although, I'm going to deconstruct these for now, just so I can put these ceiling things in. And I'm actually going to want to put a light in, aren't I? Can I fit a light in? If I could fit a ceiling thing, I'm sure I could fit a light in. So, something like this. So we'll build a ladder. And then ceiling lamp. We'll put in 2. And then we'll put in the loop sensors. Is that good enough? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's find out. So we'll get that all built and then we'll rebuild the wind tunnels. We'll see how that goes. And I'm trying to think about some other projects we can do in the meantime while we're waiting for this to cook. Because it's going to take a while, unfortunately. So it looks like our steam tamers are working. Steam turbine's very hot, but it's not actually getting any hotter. I don't know. Maybe it is. Steam temperature is below 130. So this may actually be alright. Yeah, I think that's working out. What's going on over here? We've got lots of water. I don't think that's a problem. Yeah, let's get this finished so we can get both of these wind turbines up and running. Oh, I needed to build these one tile lower, didn't I? Yeah, now they're gonna struggle to deconstruct all of this when they're done. So, other projects I'm thinking of doing while we're waiting for this thing. We have a volcano that we can do something with. We have a hot steam vent that we can do something with. I'm kind of leaning on the hot steam vent at the moment. Not really sure what I'm going to do with it. It looks like our mealwood is kind of struggling in here. Maybe the next thing we do is actually bolster the cooling network. I don't know why. I've got a thermo regulator here. This was from the original cooling loop that I built on like cycle 40. And that's being cooled by this carbon dioxide geyser. There's an unreal amount of carbon dioxide in here now. And that is pumping natural gas. So the problem is the natural gas is pretty much like at capacity. And if we're not careful, things are going to start overheating again. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change this to 2 thermoregulators and in series and hook up the other carbon dioxide guys. Pump it into here. Because we've got this tile here where we can just pump it in. The only thing is now, if we open this, it's going to release a ton of carbon dioxide outside the map. Although, I don't really think that's a problem. Right, this is done, so let's deconstruct this. We'll deconstruct this, and then we'll deconstruct these ladders. Actually, hold on, no. No, we're gonna do this now. I want to see you use the wind tunnels. Let's do it. I'm a bad influence on these guys. And then let's put these back in. There you go. I'm hoping that won't take too long for you to build. Yeah, let's see. Oh no, that's quick to build. Good stuff. And then this is a recreation room again, so they'll come and hang out in here. And they do actually use the tunnels in their suits. Yeah, so I think this has worked out perfectly. Because they're able to use this without suffocating, and it fits right in that gap. I like it. I just want to see one tile cook here. This should cook very soon. Very soon indeed. It's probably just going to take one more blob of hot oil to do. I'm actually very tempted to just watch this cook. Looks like we're actually draining the heat out of this, so I'm going to set this to 175 and we'll keep going. Like, we're actually draining the heat out of this faster than it's coming up here. I mean, part of that is just because the heat from the volcano isn't dissipating very well. It's just resting on these tiles. I mean, it kind of is. Not really. Hey, we saw it. We saw it happen. There we go. So the algae turned into dirt. And I think we can fairly confidently say that that's going to flip all of these other bits. So this is filling with hot oil as well again. So that should heat up fairly quickly. And then when that fills, we can sweep all the oil out of here and put that back in the loop. But yeah, we should start seeing a few of these pop. There is a tiny bit of heat leaking out of here, but it's not actually that bad. So we don't have any mutated seeds. I mean, something we could definitely do is try and mutate some of the sleetweed to be exuberant. So I'm trying to remember how plants actually mutate. I think they need to be growing next to radiation sources. So what we could either do is we could put some wheezeworts up here and irradiate a few of them. And then we can separate out the mutated ones and try and get exuberant sleetweed. Because that would yield a lot faster. I can't remember exactly how much faster. Oh, we didn't watch the wind turbines. Oh. Right, okay. The turbine is getting too hot. Probably because we're trying to overcool the polluted water. Okay, let's set this to 80. Yeah, that didn't quite work. And check the other one as well. So this is erupting now. This is activating. We'll set this to 75 just so it doesn't overheat. Although actually I don't think this one will be a problem. Set it to 50. Yeah, this is erupting. It's all condensing immediately. It's good. So we'll get that water out here when we need it. When we need it. Then this thing is going to activate in 3 cycles. So I guess for now we're just going to keep digging out the map. Because we don't need any of this lying around. We can make this priority 5. I want to grab some more metal as well, because we're running a little bit low on metal. Got some slime there. Okay. I'll stop digging at the border of the slime line. I think. I do want all these resources. Okay, maybe not quite like that. But the sand is something we're going to want as well. So we'll hook that in there, and I think I'll do for now. We'll dig all of this. That's just a normal priority, that's fine. Quite sure how that ethanol got there. Not really a problem. We'll just slowly keep demolishing the map. So is this a regular volcano? It is a regular volcano. It is dormant. We could dig it up and analyze it. Sounds worthwhile. Find out when it reactivates and then maybe do some kind of volcano tamer. This gap here. I believe we need to sweep this. So we actually have 35 data banks in here, so we can research on a tech. Let us do probably Radbolt refinement. Yeah, let's try that. So this tile is almost there. It looks like all of these are pretty close to flipping. Good. Anything else we can do while we're waiting for all of this? We can have a proper go at the hot tub. I'm not actually sure how you build a proper hot tub. Because we need the water to go in at exactly the right temperature. Exactly the right temperature. So I feel like what we need to actually get this to work is have a block of water, have an optional cooling bit that goes into it, and have a pump that detects when the water is cool enough and then pumps it hot enough, or at the right temperature and then pumps it. But yeah, I think that's a project I want to continue while we're cooking in this algae. We'll actually get the hot tubs to work. So I'm going to make them out of gold so they won't overheat if it becomes problematic. So we've got some free space here. If we sweep all of this, I don't think we need to go back in this room. And then we can deconstruct the ladder. Currently have the ethanol loop running through there. Great. We need hot air, really. Okay, let's go watch the wind turbines. Because I haven't actually watched anyone use these yet. I bet you're gonna go do it. Right, so has that activated? That has not activated. Feels Badman. Yeah, because they come in down here. I want the light because otherwise they're going to spend a long time in here. I mean, at the moment... we'd have to get rid of the automation wires. And I believe they get on and stand on these 3 tiles, but we can't have those be weight plates either. I think, honestly, at this point, I'm willing to consider... I'm willing to consider just having the lights. Not in a lit workspace either. I think it's too far from the lights. And they use these for quite a while. They do use these for a long time. So we do definitely need the lights in here. What I could do is I could just have a sun lamp. Do I have the actual sun lamp? Yeah, I do. Put that there, have mesh tiles, and then illuminate it like that, but that's probably not what we're looking for. See, the problem with this as well is that you're going to run out of stamina. Oh, you know, I'm actually feeling really tired. I might call it. I think I need a good night's sleep tonight. How do we solve this problem with the light in here? Because A, we need to detect when people are coming in here. So what can we use for that? I mean, maybe we don't. Maybe we just fill it with ceiling lights up here. Let's try that. We'll just fill it with ceiling lights and we'll turn the automation off. So that can be priority 9, and we'll need the ladders in here again. Make sure to put the ladders here this time so I can actually remove them. And we'll keep the corners in. I don't think anyone can actually see the corners, but we'll keep them in so that we get the decor bonus. How far does the light actually come down? It does come down. The problem was they just didn't activate. Yeah, let's go these built. Is that 125? Still just waiting for it. Once each row of the farm is built, we can start getting the pips in there and doing that at the same time. But I don't want to do anything with pips in a room until it's done. You know, maybe that's actually going to do. Well, I think it needs to be well lit across the whole floor. But what we could do is we could just do like that. Put lights in the existing spots. That's a bit less power. But yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to have automation sensors work in here because we need these tiles to be airflow tiles for things to work. So we'll just do that. I could set up a timer if I really wanted. I'm not sure that's even worth the effort. Yeah, they're just getting exhausted. I think we're gonna have to sort out a proper schedule with downtime to get these buildings to work properly. Because otherwise it just takes them so long to actually go in there. So light-wise, we've got plenty of light. Yeah, that needs to be priority 9. And we can, once it's installed, we can just deconstruct this. Okay, and then furniture we'll just put in the tunnels again. Yeah, everyone's just exhausted because they've been on the wind tunnels. Really not good. So from a scheduling point of view, how do we avoid that? I mean, what we could do is we could try and schedule bedtime before downtime. Try that again. Yeah, we'll try that schedule change. We'll see if that works. Get those built. Buildings entombed, buildings overheated. Right, so the iron volcano is working again. So we don't have enough steam in here. Why not? We do have water, but it's just too cold. That loop has been running. Why don't I put a automation signal there? Just to open this door. We just need to dump more water over here. Yeah, because this is all breaking again. Oh look, yeah, more tiles have cooked. Okay, that's good. It's working. It's taking its time, but it is actually cooking the dirt. That's very good. Good to see. Are any tiles cooking down here? Not yet. That's fine. Really expected. The room is getting very hot. So you're using the room, and you have a decent amount of stamina, so that shouldn't be a problem. And the workspace is lit, so that's working. Although, oh, he was hungry. What? Kind of bizarre. Hmm. Okay. But we do need to sort this tamer out again. Because it's kind of broken. So the problem is, if we have this room fill up with steam and then the volcano goes idle, then the water will accumulate over here because that's where the cooling is. So for now, I'm just going to put some bottle emptiers here, and I'll dump some water in. Just to fix this. I will take some gold, thank you. I love gold. So, yes. This is actually cooking, at long last. Like, once this tile cooks, we'll start setting the pips in here. And we'll plant the sleep wheat. And then... Okay, actually no. Oh, I've just realised, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to heat the whole thing, and then we're gonna have to get the room cool. And it's gonna be very difficult to do that with this all in one loop. So I think we are gonna have to cook all the dirt tiles first. Problem with that is we're going to start wasting some heat overheating this. And it probably won't be too much. It's just going to take a little bit longer to set up. So we still need to get all the way down here. And then once that's done, we need to run the loop in reverse. We'll hook it up to the thermo aqua tuner instead of the volcano. And then we'll get it cool enough for the pips to actually do stuff. So while we're waiting for all that to cook, we're just trying to sort out our recreational buildings. We've got our vertical wind turbines installed. Got some lights. We didn't have any automation for them because we couldn't fit a sensor in here that would actually pick people up. But they are working. They are working outside the base, so everyone's going in them with their exosuits. Though not at the moment because it's work time. So we're still trying to fix this because all the water ended up on the wrong side of the room. So we'll just dump some more water back in here. I don't really mind what type, but we just need to cool it down. We're overheating our things again. And once we do that, it should evaporate all the rest of the stuff over here. This guys will activate again soon as well, so that will help. Okay, that's not exactly what I was thinking for. I'm hoping for a little bit more than that. But yeah, we're also just digging out the map. Not entirely sure what we're going to do with it yet. I mean, we're going to do a volcano tamer of some kind here. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to use it for yet. Probably rockets as well. We can start doing some basic rocket stuff, but I kind of wanted to have the sleep wheat and the berry sludge available first. Ooh, this is just about to cook, I think. We'll see how that goes. Maybe this oil here will be enough to bring it over the edge. Maybe not. The algae itself is at 122.5. Even though the crude oil is at 127. Interesting. Maybe when the pipe passes it will change again. No, not yet. The crude oil is actually heating up. I'm not really sure how temperature works when you have such a low mass object. Maybe I've kind of shot myself in the foot there. Still got loads of calories stored up. This is mostly surf and turf now because of so many Paku. But we're just eating meat, we're eating fish, we're eating them together. Pretty good. Steam turbines, or the cool steam bed tamers, appear to be working correctly. So this one isn't overheating. The one up here I'm a bit concerned about. Yeah, this room is heating slightly too much. So I'm imagining that's because we don't have enough thermal mass in here. So we're going to need to dump some more cool stuff in here, but I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Maybe the answer is for now we just turn this off. Because obviously with it being self-cooled, if it's stalling out, it's not even cooling itself properly, so maybe if we just turn it off and turn it on again, it'll work. There's so much steam in here, once it gets past the temperature, it's just too much. So we're getting some research done, that's good. But yeah, this room, even though the volcano is erupting, it is staying more or less the same temperature. We've got oil accumulating in here, which means that the constraint is actually the heat of the room now. So maybe what I do for now is I set this to 175, dump this iron and recirculate the next lot of iron. So we reset this to refined metal. We'll reload it, maybe that will heat the room up some more. Although, I know this means that we're dumping a load of hot iron, or slightly hotter iron out of the room, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Yeah, this iron is at like 800 degrees, so this should heat the room up a fair bit. Look at this. Yeah, the crude oil is at 128.4 degrees now. The algae's really struggling to get past 122.5. It's interesting. Wonder why. I mean, what we can do is, once we've got the tiles cooked, we can actually deconstruct all this. We don't need this to be in here anymore. This is just for dropping the algae off. Let's go see the wind turbines. No one's using those. I wonder whether a broken downtime and how that works. I think what's happened is people have just had their sleep, and then they're going to do downtime. And I think that's the correct way of doing it, because otherwise they do the wind turbine and then they go past the bedtime slot. I haven't really experimented with schedules that much. Why is the circuit overloading? Probably something to do with the battery. Okay, let's go back to deconstructing this. I have to admit, this project's taken me a bit longer to do than I thought it would. Just because it's so big. But I think the lesson I've learned today is just setting up a heating loop and then turning that into a cooling loop is the correct way of doing this for future. Much more efficient than just trying to drop blobs of oil in. The only issue being it's just slower. Well, maybe it's not even slower, it's just harder to control. Yo, this room's almost done. These rooms might start cooking as well soon. Conveyor stuff. I'm gonna leave the rail up for now because we may still need to drop algae in the other rooms. I'm not sure why this algae is taking so long. Oh, if the dupe stands in it, how does that affect it? I did not consider that. So why is the game chugging so much? Jesus. Okay, I believe we've dropped enough water in here again, so set this to 9 and turn it off. So now we just need to enable auto repair in these. The game is really struggling at the moment. What is actually going on? Like it's barely running. So plastic. Oh my, we've got hot plastic in here. Let's sweep that before we inundate the area with naphtha. Yeah, because this plastic's gonna melt at 159 and it's currently 152. Let's get that out of there. Keep this plastic too. Oh, we dropped a load of stuff in here. The algae still hasn't changed temperature. Very weird. Okay, I believe that's everything being swept off that tile. People are actually going to come do this, though. Do we have any room to sweep things? We do. People just aren't coming to do it. Maybe if I yellow priority these. So, cleaning, yes. Good. People just don't seem fussed. And I don't understand why. You gonna go do it? Maybe. No, you're just grabbing stuff. Fabrication supply. Maybe if I cancel all of these again. Yeah, cancel these. Okay, yeah, looks like people are sweeping it out. Okay, that's good. I imagine if I save and reload, then that algae will cook properly. Yes, we need to increase the amount of cooling that's on this loop because the mealwood isn't growing up here anymore. The thermo regulator is a bit overspent, so let's break into here and release all the carbon dioxide. Because I'm going to want to hook this up as well. We've got some uranium in here. I think I'm just going to break this open, analyze it, and we'll dump all of that cold CO2 in that room as well. And then we'll hook up a second thermoregulator down there and just double the cooling on that loop. How's that volcano doing as well? Next activity is 7.7 cycles, so we're going to want a cold temperature plate there. So that is here. Yeah, please build that. Let's seal the volcano up again. And we'll need to ladder across here. I feel a bit bad digging up the uranium, but it's fine. Also, we've got lots of poke shell molts down here. We've got some trapped poke shells. Blimey. So then, this area, what we're actually going to want is we're going to want a gas pump. That can be whatever we want. We're going to want automation for that, so atmo sensor. Okay, it's one tile. Close. So atmo sensor. Pump. Pump. Then automation wire here. The insulated tiles all over this. And then need power. This is a consumer bit, so we'll bring this back down. Go like that. We'll have to seal this in to keep it cold. But actually, yeah, we don't want ladders, we want insulated tiles here. And then ventilation-wise, we want that to go through insulated pipes. And that will feed... Let's send this... Just follow... Oh, let's not do that. Let's follow the transit tube. So we'll go in here. And we'll bridge across. And then we need to put a vent in here. So what I'll actually want to do is I want to put the vent there. We'll need to move the loop over. We'll need to edit the loop anyway, so we'll just get everything else built first. And then we'll edit the loop. And we've got this bit here so we can vent the CO2 out into space, but if you have a layer of liquid in here, it's not actually necessary, provided the liquid is small enough mass. So I think to get in here, we'll actually break out these two tiles, and then we can leave the liquid intact, because I don't want to spook it. Building broken. I don't think these ever got repaired. There are repair errands. So we'll get those repaired. Or overheating buildings. Is that to do with the power spine? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, there we go. We just saw a tile cook. Excellent. It is actually happening. It's just happening very slowly. What I'm thinking as well is I might just build a tile in here. I think people are actually sweeping these anymore. But we'll build that tile in there, and then maybe that will displace the oil, and that will do something with the algae. I just want to say that we have at least one row cooked. Because this has taken way too long. And I don't want to have to keep rebuilding this loop just so I can seal off each bit individually, cool it. Maybe we do just do that. Maybe that is easier. So now we can sweep the oil up. Because I believe that was part of the problem. I think it's only the tiles and the oil that were struggling. So we can sweep that up. Some of our ranches are getting a little under full, so let's try wrangling again. Oh no, that's not right. Wrong room. There we go. I haven't caught anyone using this in a while. Wait, what's overheating? The ceiling light is overheating. Wow, I didn't consider that. Okay. I guess we'll rebuild those out of gold. Makes sense. So that can be set to 9. So this is all working again now, that's good. Cool steam vent is also erupting again. That is fine. Not fertilizing too many of these mushrooms, but I don't really mind that. Why is this set to no harvest? Enable auto harvest. Stay with this one. Bizarre. Oh, I'm sad. Okay, so today the game has crashed 3 times because I've tried to wrangle guys. I'm not sure. It's frustrating. We'll reload once more, but ultimately this save, I'm gonna struggle to play the save if it crashes every time I try and wrangle, because that's how we're getting the critters back into the ranches. We've reloaded it a few times. It might just be an issue with today. And I haven't got any mods installed, so I don't think that can't be causing a crash. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know what's causing the error. Right, let's cancel any wrangles we've got commanded up. I don't think we have any commanded up. So we'll sweep the oil again. This was overheating. We need to deconstruct this. It took a while to actually pop back on the OBS as well. That's weird. I think the computer's alright. Just not sure what the problem is. So this is about to be repaired, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So I guess I'm not going to wrangle guys for now, because the game does not seem to be responding well to that. But these ranches are running low on critters, so we'll have to do it at some point. In the meantime, I guess we keep trying to expand this cooling loop. So what have we got in here at the moment? We've got a mix of gases. For now, we can vent this out here. Vent those gases out first. Set this to... Then green signal if above 1,000. That sounds good. There's a Weasel in there, so we're going to sweep that. Did we deconstruct these yet? No. Who's doing this? No one at the moment. Seem like too high a priority. So let's drop this algae again here. The last thing I want to do is have the algae cook up here after we deconstructed all of the conveyors. Although we can deconstruct these conveyor rails too. So let's do that. And the same with the power wire, although that's currently powering the shutoff, so probably reconnect this over here and then deconstruct that wire. Wow, the game is actually chugging every time it deconstructs a conveyor rail. This is just recalculating where all the conveyors are going, I guess. Oof. I've got to admit, this is about as far as I've gotten in this game. Like, there was that one save where I've gotten further than this. So I'm hoping I'm not about to realize that my computer can't run the game when it's too big. That would be bad. Okay, but that worked. That cooked the tile. We've got a full row of cooked tiles. Excellent. I think we can do the same for these ones. So let's build those. Get rid of those puddles of oil. This room is going to keep heating up, but it's not really a problem. It's just going to slow it down a little bit. Yeah, so we're getting some oil back out of this room. So the setup is working as intended down here. And we're getting the oil. Right, let's... So now all of this oil is going to pour in here. Dirt dig errand. What? Okay, so that didn't work. So that algae actually turned into dirt and then we dug it. Okay. We're gonna need to reset this. We're gonna need to reload this with algae. So we just need to sweep some algae from down here. Okay, that should do. And then we can keep sweeping all of this. Because that seemed to actually work. And then we'll deconstruct this tile. Oh no! Didn't work. That was not what I intended. What is going on here? Oops. We're accidentally... So this is what happens when you send the algae through a hot room. It accidentally cooks on the belt. Not ideal. Interesting. So how do we do this now? We've actually got a vacuum in there now. So how the algae did that? Interesting. Need to get rid of all the oil. So let's do that. And we'll reset this and try again. So allow manual use. And sweep this. This is so close. I'm determined. I'm determined to have these 2 rows done today, and then the rest should be really straightforward because there's no actual floating oil in here. You just cook the tiles normally. Right, that is working again. So the algae's coming through here. It's not quite cooking yet. That's good. And then it's going to get dropped out of the chute. Ah, no. It's getting too hot. Getting too hot. Okay. So, what we've learned is that these conveyors become much less effective when the room becomes too hot. So let's deconstruct them. Oh no, let's not do that yet. There must be a way of doing it. Maybe we just make this tile a slightly larger tile. I think we do that. I think this should work for the rest of them. But we'll just put a storage bin in here and we'll just have like a kilo here instead of 10 grams. Because I don't think we're gonna... Although actually what we could do instead is we could set the meter to a kilo. That would probably be easier. So let's do that. Blimey, this has been an absolute faff. Right, let's speed this up. We still need to replace these lights, I believe, as well. Let's do that before I forget. Looks like internet is chugging a little bit. The oil refinery is overheating. Okay. Oh yeah, because this natural gas is coming out 120-ish, or 150, so we should replace this with steel. That makes sense. Shouldn't be too much longer. Oh. Right, so that's been dug. So now we just need to set this to sweep. And store again. Let's not accidentally put slime in here, that would be bad. Okay. I'll turn it off again. So if we drop a more substantial amount of oil or of algae in here, this should get to the oil at least before it dissipates. At least that's what I'm hoping. Yeah, we need this to be built. We don't actually need the Pacu anymore. We've got plenty of Pacu, so we'll take the fertilizer. And we'll rebuild the oil refinery here. We'll make that out of steel. There we go. And we need to rebuild these lights out of a bit more robust. So that has dropped 990 grams in here. Okay, sure. Sure, that's fine. I'll allow it. And we've got another tile here. Okay, we'll dig that. Looks like we've still got plenty of heat in here. We'll rebuild these out of gold. Yeah, and it looks like people are dropping the oil off. That's good. It's very close. I wonder if these tiles are going to start cooking before these ones. It's going to be mildly annoying. So this has been analysed. 21 cycles. He's getting swept. Let's try again. Still finishing off all of that construction. It's taking so long. But these rooms are all heating up, and they're all like even the coldest room is 70 degrees now. So it is only a matter of time. But I'm thinking I've been playing Oxygen Not Included for quite a while. I am going to continue to seed, but I think I may need a little bit of a break. So I may adjust my schedule. I may play a few different games coming up. It's been a good run, and the base is in a really good place, but yeah, there's just some long builds ahead, and I'm not 100% sure if it's the content that people want to watch. I mean, I certainly enjoy playing the game, but when it gets late game and it's crashing a lot, it's a little bit of a grind, and I get that. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a think. Why did I do that? Oh no, they can disassemble these as well. We'll rebuild the vertical wind towers so we don't forget about that. Yeah, we'll just put those here. Got a nice steel refinery now. But yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do for now. I mean, it's just taking time. Like, I want to get these hot tubs set up as well, but that's going to require a bit of a think, and my brain is kind of frazzled today. Definitely the correct decision to set up this loop, but it's just going to take time, and we need to heat it all up and then cool it all down so that we can get the pips in here. There's no point trying to put the pips in here when it's still super hot, because they'll just die. But yeah, I'm going to save it here. Yeah, I'm going to save it here. Thanks for watching. I will continue to save, and I will continue playing this game. But I think I need to evaluate my schedule a little bit more. Try to make some room for other games, I think. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the base. And I'm going to head off, but thank you for watching. Have a good evening, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.